Ladies, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me close this shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight, and we are gonna talk some WWE. There's some news finally. Hopefully, the week is more normal now. Um, Now that we're getting more into we're past half Christmas, New Year's. I don't think it's I don't think it's gonna be as crazy with the limit content. I think we're gonna have more wrestling content to talk about now that we're past the Christmas. New Year's are still there, but I don't think it's gonna. Hopefully, not quite down everything like the way Christmas did there for a few days. But anyway, so let's see, ladies and gentlemen. So the news. Apparently, WWE is trying to get Tyson Fury to make an appearance at Royal Rumble that would set up a match for WrestleMania 39. They don't know who he would start. He would start the feud with at Royal Rumble, and then eventually have the match at WrestleMania. But apparently they can't do it because he's having like some problems entering the country. I guess he has like some ties to Russia, and that's why the U.S. government doesn't let him in the country. Remember last year, the brother, I think 2 times or at least once, they had to postpone the fight with Jake Logan because Jake Paul, I beg your pardon, because the brother also couldn't get in the country. So WWE trying to negotiate with the U.S. government to try to see if they can welcome Tyson Fury back into the country. If you remember back in 2019 when they worked together, he had that match with Braun Strowman. That was in Saudi Arabia. So I don't know when the last time Tyson Fury was in the United States, but apparently WWE's offered him to pay a bunch of money. Last time they had him in 2019, they paid him $15 million. So apparently maybe the same amount, even higher maybe this time, since it would be Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. It would be multiple appearances. But we'll see. They got to figure out the whole what do you call it? Immigration. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully they let him back in. But we'll see, man. Freaking Dark Harwood, one half of FTR, it started a podcast. And in the first podcast, he pretty much talked about CM Punk and how he hopes CM Punk comes back, and he said he left the building, but he was CM Punk was one of the first person that called was Starks Hardwood after the brawl, and he even mentioned that CM Punk just wanted to be there and just wanted to be one of the guys in AEW, and when Tony Khan told him about putting the world champion on him, CM Punk wasn't even too happy about that. I guess he just wanted to relax and be more like low key, laid back. And he kind of maybe felt more pressure having to be the AEW champion, that he understood that would get more eyes on the product, him being the AEW champion. But yeah, apparently to Doc's Harwood comments on his podcast, CM Punk was not even that interested in being world champion. He just wanted to be part of the cruise, that he would take a bunch of us out to dinner. He would buy the woman gift cards, like Starbucks and stuff like that. So he was very good to us locker room. We were very surprised when this whole thing went down in September. So who knows, man. So he hopes, he said, I hope they can work things out and, hopefully, fix everything and make a comeback. So I guess Doc Harwood is still leaving the door open for a CM Punk return to AEW in the future. We'll see, man. And final, WWE, I guess this is one of their plans. They're thinking they want, they're advertising, or they're not advertising. It's rumored that right now it's looking like night one of WrestleMania, the main event would be Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the WWE champion, and night two would be Roman Reigns versus The Rock, or Cody Rhodes, one of those two. They still haven't gotten an answer from The Rock. So he's maybe filming movies, and also he's going to be launching the XFL in February. I think he's launching it. So I don't know, man. They're saying it's still questionable if The Rock does commit to doing this too with Roman Reigns and then having the match at WrestleMania. But the most interesting thing about this too is that they're saying they're advertising, or at least this plan that got leaked, it's saying that the titles are going to be split. If they're going to have Rollins versus McIntyre on night one for the WWE Champion. So now how are they going to, now everybody's not starting to wonder that if these plans were to come to realistic, how is WWE going to take the WWE Championship from Roman Reigns? So that's what people are starting to wonder now. So we'll see, man. We'll see how they take, because I mean the only big event you have left is what, WrestleMania, Chamber. That's about it, right? Those are the only two pay-per-views I think there's left before WrestleMania. Just Royal Rumble in January and then Elimination Chamber in February. I don't think there's a pay-per-view in March. So you would either have to do it at one of those two, either Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, or you would have to do it like on a Monday Night Raw probably, which it could be a good idea to boost up the ratings. I don't know. But we'll see if that's the case. Now, this plan, just because it got leaked, doesn't mean it's going to happen. Remember a few weeks ago or a few months ago, it got leaked that it was going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes night one for the WWE Champion, and night two, Roman Reigns for The Rock for the Universal Champion. Now it looks like those plans are scrapped. So just because this came out does not mean it's the plan. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Champion. And then obviously Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the Universal. Just because it came out does not mean it's legit. I think a lot of shit's going to be coming out until we start at least getting closer to WrestleMania and we have an idea what they're doing. But we'll see, man. I think a lot of stuff comes out right now because I think a lot of people look at capitalize at the ability they can, because they're like, there's no news. So if something gets leaked and it's by a credible source, it might have a chance to run with it, because it's so quiet right now in the last few days, like Monday and Tuesday, with no news, especially with no Monday Night Raw, that any little thing that comes out that could be realistic, people are just going to run with it. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Until next time, I'm all like a light. Holla.